I was just telling Malia before we hopped on that I grew up actually begging my parents to buy me Fangoria. Um,
Ah,
and so like I love all things horror.
so something that I really personally appreciate about just how kind of Roberto and Lindsay both feature LGBTQ characters in general is that they kind of just are. There's no like big to do about it. They just kind of get to live their lives, which is more realistic in how people go about their lives. It's not always centered on the fact of like, I'm part of the LGBTQ community and that's everything I do is just that story. So and I just kind of think of it's wonderful to see that now as an adult, but I can't help but think of like, holy fuck, like how would that have felt when I was like 16 to see this and to see these characters and how affirming would that have been? So how is that important to you and how does that kind of play into what does that mean to you?
I got chills when you said that, to be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, when you really break it down into how would this have helped me when I was
Mhm.
16, it really magnifies how important it actually really is. Because if I had had a character like Ash on my TV when I was 16, I think that I would have transitioned at a much younger age.
Mhm.
One, I think that I wouldn't have had to feel othered for
Mhm.
so long, and I would have had the language to understand like how I was feeling.
Mhm.
So it's a really special thing to be a part of. Um, and like you said, it's really important to just allow them to exist because so oftentimes as queer people, our stories are just about the pain and the suffering that sometimes comes with coming out. And it's just really awesome to be a part of a happy, healthy relationship to show kids that they can be in a happy, healthy
Mhm.
relationship. And that there isn't, this drama that comes with it, and you are capable of being loved and like have all these friends and just be a normal person that exists in
Mhm.
high school.
You said it so well. I mean, I just to, relate back to myself, like I didn't come out or come out. I kind of also in a mouse like fashion, I would say more so I came to terms
Mhm.
after high school and maybe that process would have been a little less turbulent if I had a show like this growing up. And there's so many different shows, but our media is so saturated, and I think every time we are able to tell stories on screen, it's so important, and we're telling different stories. I've never seen a story like Mouse and Ashes, and I'm really grateful to be a part of it. I'm learning from Jordan constantly too, and finding so much strength through him and through myself and through Mouse, and it's a really beautiful thing that Roberto and Lindsay have set up for us. So thank you for bringing that to the table.
Amazing. I love it. Also, I'm like, I love that I get to see this, like, they're in love and it's a beautiful relationship, and they're also running from the killer and doing all the other shit that their friends are doing, you know? Like, that's
Yeah,
just let
totally.
it be. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's pretty badass that I think Ash is one of the only I think if the only like um partner or boy that's also had an encounter with one of our supervillains in that way. And so it was really amazing in season one to actually get to like hold hands through that through that very real threat, even though he didn't know what the hell was going on.
I don't know what's going on, but it's bad, and we're just running.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. That's all you need to know is you just fucking book it. Just
Yep. Yep.
ask questions later. This is not the time for investigation.
Exactly.
Except he
There's no
also
time
like
for
doesn't
questions
ask questions.
Yeah.
ever.
Which is smart. Sometimes it's just better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
He's
just
just happy to
react.
be there. Okay. He's
Yeah.
very,
Yeah.
very forgiving and he's happy to be there.
Did you guys ever play Bloody Mary as kids? We get Bloody Rose in this season, which is a little bit of a riff. Were you those kids in like the bathroom at recess, turning off the
No,
lights and
no,
doing that?
no. I've never touched a Ouija other
No
than
Ouija
like the
boards. Okay.
prop one
Mhm.
we used in season one. Like I have no interest in meddling with that I do not understand and do
Uh-huh.
not know. But yeah, I definitely was probably not the funnest person at the sleepover, but either. But no, I have not.
Not
I
the funnest
definitely.
or the smartest. I mean,
Yeah.
it's stuff for debate. Okay.
Uh, you
Sure.
have Jordan?
Yeah, I mean, I was just telling Malia before we hopped on that I grew up actually begging my parents to buy me Fangoria.
Ah.
And so like I love all things horror. I love occult. Like I used to play Ouija all the time with my friends. I used to go to cemeteries, like
Mhm.
and just, like walk around. We've even walked. I took you to a cemetery in upstate New York and made you
Yes,
walk around.
we're
Uh,
cemetery walkers together.
It's the best date. It is literally the best date.
yeah, romantic about death. But yeah, I definitely played Bloody Mary for sure. For
Oh my
sure.
You look very mischievous when I asked that question. I was like, you were the spooky kid for sure.
Wait,
Did
did
you ever
anything
get?
happen?
Yeah.
Sorry
No,
to
go ahead.
interrupt.
Did it ever happen?
Well, did it like a light flicker or
No.
I don't know.
It's a lore.
You never know.
But you
It's
don't
to
want to
scare
mess with
people
it.
like you.
Did you ever get Fangoria, or do I need to send you like a magazine
No,
and a shirt or
please,
something? Did you ever
please
get
send,
it?
please send
Please
it to
send.
me. I would
Okay.
be so down. You guys are part of the Pretty Little Liars universe. I think Fangoria makes an appearance in this next season. So,
That was a big appearance. I was expecting like a little flash cameo, but it was like a whole little spiel, and I was like nerding out so hard because I'm actually a fan of the show. So I was like, what?
ah,
Yeah.
well, we're a fan of you guys. So,
Oh, thank you. There's a song plays very prominently at the end of every episode as it like cuts to the credits, and it's like the song just hits. What would you want your like final kill song to be as like you're the
oh,
survivor?
I don't know. Wait, Jordan, you have to take this one because he is like I've already said this, but like the king of playlists and the king of music.
Oh, all right. And into horror. So I feel like this is
Yeah, for sure. Like the crescendo of it.
yes.
Um, Living Dead Girl Rob Zombie.
Yes. Okay.
Ah,
But
I
I mean,
don't
like
have
that's a cop out
that.
because literally, like Rob Zombie has used that in every single one of his films. It's a cop out, but I think yes, for
Oh my
sure.
gosh.
It's not a cop out
Um,
because I sometimes use that as my answer just because it's so like you can just
Oh,
visualize it.
good.
It's good.
I think like my personal tastes live more in like creepy horror than like
Mhm.
slasher horror. So maybe something like I don't want to set the world on fire. I don't want to set the world
Nah.
on fire. And it just like trickles out. That'd be really
But will
cool.
you be singing it just like that as you're going through the
Oh
kill scene?
yeah.
That's
Oh, totally. You know, Mouse sings this season.
oh,
Look
okay.
forward to that.
Oh, were you excited about it or were you nervous about it?
Um, I find myself I'm like insufferable on set. I hum like all the time, way too much. But I think, of course, big shoes, big shoes. I have Lea Salonga as a mother, and I don't want to ever embarrass myself. But it definitely was more of I won't spoil too much. Anyway, I
It's
sang.
Oh, what a that
great, great acting choice and very creepy.
nice. Well, looking forward to it. I haven't seen that episode yet, so I'm very excited when I get there.
Yay.